Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully Enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we are trying to give you some basic informations regarding how to practice meditation, and at the same time, how you can develop deeper understanding. So through that understanding, gain the conventional success. So through that conventional success, you go to the spiritual development. So it is a step-by-step process. Basically, start with understanding. So to understand, we have to use all the sutras and basically what the Buddha taught regarding this. So then you have to have the faith, trust, conviction, confidence regarding follow that path. Because sometimes our self-centered, egocentric mind bring many ideas related to our own life, and then end of the day, we're going to end up this whole practice based with our own ideas. So that is where the development not going to happen. So first we have to look what the Buddha taught. So basically, when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it's talk about how to end the suffering. World itself suffering. Why it is suffering? Because it depend on cause and conditions, and all the cause and conditions depend on change. Basically, the very foundation of the life and the world is change. If something arises out of change, it cannot be permanent. So if it is not permanent, it cannot be yours, or even there is no can be a self. So as you know, this whole physical body, every day changing. Every 7 years, we completely become new. This old inner outer organs completely reborn. So our thoughts also deeply changing. Our consciousness also deeply changing. Even though this all change, and out of that change, even though we experience the life, the very nature of the The mind believing there is a self. That if you look around, that all the suffering, all the difficulties arise because of the self, the idea of the self. All the suffering go around it. And not only within ourselves, look at the whole world. This whole world, all the calamities, all the dramas, all the difficulties, everything based around the self. So even though there is no something called self, we all believe there is a self. It's a kind of like a superficial believing, superficial thought. But still, we are the one who developing it, nourishing it. Again and again, holding it, grasping. We are the one who developing the world around it. So, if really you understand that, if anybody want to get out of the suffering, just by thinking you can't do it. There is a method, there is a mechanism for that. So that mechanism must start being conscious. That is the foundation. And it's already there with you. You don't need to bring it from somewhere else. Only thing is, your consciousness is there, your awareness is there, but still, it is not strong because it's scattered. It's everywhere. So through practicing meditation, what we do, we bring that all parts together and make the awareness more sharp and clear and brush up. So the method is being aware is the only way to bring the awareness. There are people try to do many things to bring the awareness. Everybody like awareness. It's a very fancy word now. It's a very expensive word now. There are a lot of people spending so much money, from child to elders, and everybody go crazy trying to become aware. But still, the problem is to gain the awareness, they focus somewhere else. They go behind something else. So awareness can gain only by practicing awareness. There is no any other method. There is no just knowing about awareness, reading about awareness, listening about awareness. It all give you some kind of background for you to practice. But end of the day, it is your responsibility. If you want to be aware, then you have to bring your awareness forward. Don't try to do something else. Don't prioritize something else and try to find the awareness. It's not going to happen. This is a major mistake we all do in day-to-day life. It go to other things also. Happiness, satisfaction, also the same. The happiness, believing happiness, mesmerizing, go through happiness. Look, the people try to find the happiness in the wrong place. They go behind wrong things. So that is a part of ignorance. Though the ignorance arises as a result of unconscious mind. So that's why basically, as a foundation, you have to develop the awareness to, to bring your creativity, success as a human being to perform well. You have to have that. So in day-to-day life, so whatever we do, always we have to remember the very key point is our awareness. So then when it go into the understanding about life and to get out of the suffering, only one way, that is attaining to the liberation or the nibbana or attaining to the enlightenment. But still, your day-to-day practice is very necessary. Little by little, step by step, developing that path. And slowly build up it, not rather than just trying to jump towards it. So that's where you have to be patient. It's very necessary because the world has its own timing. Nature has its own timing. There are a lot of things we have to surrender on this way. So the timing is very important. So being hurry itself can make you uncomfortable. So when it comes to meditation, the one of the thing, observing inhalation, exhalation, remember it is not a mental action. So don't try to do it. It's a bodily action. The body, according to the necessary cause and conditions, the body function, and as a result of that, inhalation, exhalations happens. So try to observe it mentally rather than mentally commanding, doing, try to change things. Just observe that. Let the body to handle it. So that is where basically you are practicing to be patient. So you practice it with yourself. And other things, being aware about it. Knowingly being aware, be present in the moment, observing and recognizing those qualities you practice with your own body, rather than bringing your mental ideas. So that is where the mind becomes more calm, relaxed, sharp, and clear. So that clarity will open you to different kind of dimension. It will help you to tune to a different kind of frequency to understand about the life. So that understanding will help for you to maintain this physical material world. So it's kind of like a getting to the flow. It's kind of like a tuning to the rhythm. It's kind of like a harness with the nature. Another way, it's the quality we call understanding the Dharma. So then put some value on it. Of course, in day-to-day life, there are many other things very important for you. But still, you have to remember The most of the things that you keep doing, you prioritize in your life, you have to let go by the time. You have to move forward, and sometimes it will let you go, or maybe you have to let it go. Either way, we have to move forward. So then yourself, it is very important for yourself. If you develop the awareness day by day, if you develop the being patience, if you develop to put the attention towards your own body and mind, that things always going to be there with you. It's going to grow inside you. It's going to directly affect for your attitude. It's going to directly affect for your lifestyle. That is where you grow. It's going to grow with you. So then it's going to go with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions. So then what you practice, you become. So that is where you're going to have the clarity, and out of that clarity and the confidence, what happens? You get out of the fear. So, and the life itself difficult, but still you have to have the strength and courage and wisdom to go through this. So if you have the clarity, then you are capable to handle that any situations. So that is where you can handle the problems, or you can handle the life, or you can handle the pain, you can handle the difficulties. It is not about controlling, it's handling. Otherwise, if you don't have that wisdom, what will happen? If you don't have that awareness, that clarity, what will happen? The pain, the difficulties, the fear, hardness going to handle you. Rather than you are handling it, it's going to handle you. Then you always become paralyzed. In life, you can't move. Always you are afraid for life. You are always afraid for things. It deeply affects for your growth. Then every day you will keep running around the same thing, same thing, same thing. You will keep running until you die, and again you will born, and then again you will keep running behind the same thing. So that's why the very key point to get out of this developing same circle is being aware. So once you have that awareness, it will show you how to move forward. Otherwise, what will happen? Everything back to self, self-centered mind, self-centered life, self-centered world, everything back to self. So that is the key point. Then you have to cut. But you can't cut it just by thinking, because your self-identification is so strong. So only way to handle this self-identification or reduce the power of it, being conscious and focusing to the change, recognizing the change, be with the change, understanding the change. If you don't have that wisdom, always remember, there are some kind of difficulties, struggle going to happen. So then when it comes to our day-to-day life, if you look around the world, within ourselves and even in our environment, our society, that everybody keep running around things based with the idea of I am, this is me, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to achieve this, that. But there is no such a person like that. Of course, there is something, but there is no such a unchangeable person. That where there is a self, but it is change. There is a self, it is not permanent. So this all depend on cause and effect. It is not independent. It is not separated. So to born like this, to have a baby, you have to have mother and father. It's not just a single event. So once the mother and father come together, once the mother got pregnant, so with the one single cell, and it start to break down according to the necessary cause and conditions. And there is a whole process go through all this 10-month, 9-month inside the mother's womb. Little by little, that the one cell start to separate, create more and more and more, and start to become bigger. So one cell become eye, one cell start to go towards ear, nose, tongue, body, heart, liver, kidney. This everything start to separate. And then even though it separate, what happened? It has a deeper interconnection. So then end of that all, this life come to this world. And the very first thing that what we do, once we breathing, we start to cry. When you cry in the very first day, everybody become happy. And that is where our life start. You crying and come to this world through giving the greatest pain to the mother, and then and crying, and so everybody start to become happy. So your suffering give joy to others. That is the day we start through this journey, and every day you suffering. And sometimes out of your suffering, other people become joyful. And ourselves, out of other suffering, we become joyful. So that's how life is. And we sharing, we exchange suffering to happiness, happiness to suffering. We exchange. It's a kind of like one of the most secret business in the world. People are buying and selling happiness and satisfaction and the suffering. And that is where the winners, losers, success, failures, that's everything go around. But all that based with the self-centered mind. That is the key point. So then we all keep running there. So then yourself little bit settle down and allow this everything to be as it is. Just observe for a moment without jumping, without clinging, without grasping, without interfering. At least let your body to breathe. And then be aware about it. Even don't push your mind to know about it. Just be aware. But don't fall into sleep. Why we fall into sleep when you start to practice meditation? Because once we close our eyes, once we keep our back straight like that, and we put our attention to the wrong place, that's mean whatever the physical comfort we take as the joy, and then what happened? we start to settle down with that physical comfort, and then the body start to shrink. We fall into sleep. So that is where not the happiness. So the happiness going to be with your awareness. Always focus to that. Be very clear with your awareness and see the inhalation, exhalation properly when it happens. Don't try to settle down anywhere else. So then by the time what happens? So even though you don't see on this surface level, so the body is the main part of bringing this inhalation, exhalation, and the behind the body, the mind all over this body. It's not the only the brain, the entire the body have this mental effect, the mind all over your body, basically. So what happened is each and every cell has desires. You are in a deeper current, going forward, running forward, driving forward, jumping forward with the desires to want to become, to bring something, you are go towards something. Look very carefully. When you eat, can you eat just to settle down with the moment and to cure the hunger? No, even when you go to the market, when you look at the vegetables, oh, this is good, this is vitamin, this is healthy. So like that, oh, I have to eat this, I have to eat that. So like that, even when you look at the vegetables, before you buy, you have idea to become healthy. And always if you look very carefully, you have to have very calm, relaxed, quiet, sharp mind to understand this. Your body always in a current to become. You go towards something. That current, we call another way, it's a huge current with the desire. Each and every cell has this. So that desire create the mechanism to breathe. So now what happened? You are settling down, allow your body to settle down, and then your mind and the body start to little bit calm down. That desire going to become little bit slow down. As a result of that, your breathing slow down. Your body now getting rest, your mind get rest, no any crazy ideas to follow or look forward or think about future. It doesn't want to become anymore. Why? Because it's settling down. As a result of that, the breathing become calm, relaxed, soft. In a certain level, your awareness capable to be itself even without depending from body. Once you come to that level, your body capable to stay, even it don't look for breathing. It don't ask for breathing. Because no any current, no any desire, no any intention to become. Just imagine you are alive, your body heat there, your awareness is there, but still the breathing not going to happen that much. So that is something that you can achieve in this very lifetime. And it is a kind of like a deeper, giving us a deeper happiness, calmness, satisfaction. And then by the time you are capable to understand more and more, this all depending from cause and effect. And once you have that understanding, it's, it's going to become totally different for you. So, but it's not, you can't, you have to go through the experience. You can't just get it through knowledge. Only thing we can share the method, but you have to practice, and through the practice, you have to gain it. So give a try little by little, little by little. It may take time, but still it is possible. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So remember and try to listen again and again and be very clear. Let your body to allow breath, but yourself just consciousness, awareness, just recognize it. And let the body to settle down, but that doesn't mean you allow body to shrink. So if the breathing becomes slow down, calm down, soft, and then withdraw little by little from your body, and still be aware, and just without hoping anything, recognize that whatever available in that very moment. So with that, we're going to practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck hit straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens, just be aware, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha mehi sampadang punya sampadang Sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha parimunjissami Idamme punya kammang asavakkayavahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.